hankering that everyone will love us. When people are out of love, they even kill themselves. We are the happiest when we truly love someone, isn't it? For example, if I ask you, how many of you love your parents? See, who doesn't, right? We cannot even imagine our life without them. Similarly, parents love their children. There's love between husband and wife. There's love between friends. We even love our cars, our homes. The movies that you watch, those movies are also based on love. You listen to songs, don't you? Those songs are also based on love. So our heart's desire is, we are hankering for true love. You know why we are not happy? Because all of us, we have forgotten one greatest love. That love is our Indian culture. Forgetting that love, actually we are not able to love each other. You know which love I'm talking about? Can someone say? Which is the original love? That's true. That's true. Yes, yes. That is love for God. Isn't it? See, they don't teach us in school who's the supreme creator, who God is. There is no school, college or university. So that's why modern civilization is simply misdirected. Because we have forgotten to love God. Actually, love for God only can bring true peace in our life. Right? How many of you believe in God? How about you last? All of you? Great. So can someone say who God is? Can someone say? You all believe in God. Can someone say, does he have a name? Really? Okay, see, just like you are a person, God is also a person, isn't it? God is not dead stone. God has full of emotions, feelings. Just like you have propensity to love, God also wants to love. But God is unlimited. So we are all unlimited living entities. We are parts of God. Right? So who God is, we have to take shelter of the oldest book of knowledge about God. You know which is the oldest book of knowledge about God? That is the Bhagavad Gita. How many of you read Gita? You have? Great. One. Just one of you? Okay, so see, when we read Bhagavad Gita, the whole world can be united. Because Bhagavad Gita teaches us that principle which can actually bring joy and peace to our lives. So there is one verse in Bhagavad Gita which describes who God is. I'll quote this verse. I request everyone to chant with me this verse from the Gita. Will you all say? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Please repeat loudly. It's a simple verse in Sanskrit, just 2 minutes. Okay, it's just a simple verse in Sanskrit. I'll say first, you can say after me. Ishwaraha Parama Krishna.
Ishwaraha Parama Krishna.
Satchidananda Vigraha.
Satchidananda Vigraha.
Anadir Adir Govindaha.
Anadir Govindaha.
Sarvakarana Karanam.
Sarvakarana Karanam.
Okay, which language is this?
Sanskrit.
You know, there is a space organization in NASA, which is in America, which is called NASA. Perhaps you may have heard of it. So scientists from NASA discovered that Sanskrit is the oldest, the most scientific language. So it used to be our mother tongue. All our Vedas, Puranas are written in Sanskrit language. It means Indian civilization is the most scientific. What is that science? Like for example, physics, chemistry, mathematics and biology, right? This comprise 4 subjects which are scientific, right? But who is the one who's the lawmaker? This lawmaker is a person, Ishwara Parama Krishna. His name is Krishna. So what is the meaning of Krishna? Sarva Akarshati iti Krishna. Person who is the most attractive. He is God. He is a person, like I said, and he is greatest attractive personality. So Krishna sits in our heart. We cannot see him because we have some impurity in our heart which is called lust, anger, greed, pride and envy. Have you heard of these things? These 5 vices. Nobody talks about these things. So these 5 vices are the real problems. Lust, anger, greed, pride and envy. We are all suffering because of these 5 vices. When people forget Krishna or God, these 5 vices become, gigantic. And people suffer like anything. So when we chant Krishna's names, there can be peace and happiness. So until we reach Haldwani, I request everyone just for a minute, I'll chant Krishna's names. I request everyone to join me. Yeah? Will you all chant with me?
Yes.
Okay, it's a simple mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, right? So I'll request everyone, I'll use my symbols to chant. You can use your hands to clap. When we clap in Lord's glories, our bad karma is extinguished, right? Just for 2 minutes. Please chant with me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.